Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you the perfect dumb chuck workout for beginners. So if you're wanting to grow your glutes but you don't know where to start, this video is for you. It's dumbbell only, so you can do it in one area of the gym, and it's pretty simple to follow. So yeah, let me know what you think. Okay, we have made it to the gym and I am very excited to get into this workout. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to warm up. Warming up is absolutely crucial. Do not skip it, no matter how much you're doing in the gym, no matter what level you are. Warming up is crucial. Let me show you the equipment for your warm-up. You can, again, just do it in one corner of the gym. Super, super simple, and just gets the job done. I like to start off by just opening up my lower back, doing some torso twists. Some people call them trunk twists. Sometimes what I like to do as well is I'll do like a 5 to 10 minute walk on the treadmill if I'm still, especially if I'm working out first thing in the morning, I'm feeling a little stiff, a little tight. That can help just get some blood flow into the muscles. But right now I'm not going to show you 10 minutes of me just walking, so we'll head into the warm-up. First, we're just going to do some bodyweight squats. Feet shoulder width apart. Just squat down and come back up. You're going to do those probably about 10 to 15 times, taking as much break in between reps as you need. Again, it's not supposed to be a workout, just a warm up. Next, we're going to be doing what I like to call a low lunge. So you can use a mat underneath your knees if that's more comfortable. And you're just going to be on one knee like this and lunge forward and come back. What you're trying to do is you're just trying to get a bit of a stretch going within your hamstrings. Another warm-up I really like to do is leg swings. So I'll do ones like this that are straight to the side, going back and forth. Being careful not to try and force your leg to go high. Like, you don't need to get your foot up to the ceiling if that's not where your range of motion is. Just a few of my favorite warm-ups. I can do an entire video dedicated to leg day warm-ups, full body warm-ups. Just let me know in the comments and I will happily do so. Now let's get into the fun part. So our first exercise is going to be hip thrusts. So you're going to want to have some sort of bench or box or just any sort of like elevated little surface that you can use. I like these ones because they're super easy to kind of like move around with me in the gym and just take to my little corner, get my workout done without having to, like, I don't know, cause a scene. So for this exercise, we're going to be doing 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps. A lot of people when they're first starting out in the gym get a little bit nervous because they don't know what weights to use, how heavy to go, how light to go, and they can feel maybe embarrassed about the weights that they're using. Trust me, no one's going to be looking at the weights you're doing. Like, I see like massive guys in the gym who are doing tiny, tiny weights because they're working a very small muscle or they've got an injury. You never know what people are going through in the gym, so God, I'm out of breath. SOS. Anyways, so when choosing a weight, you want to be able to do a weight that's challenging but isn't going to be too heavy. So what I like to do is I bring like a variety of different weights with me to each new exercise so I can really gauge how strong I'm feeling, because my strength can change from day to day as well. Sorry guys, I'm chatting so much. Just love chatting to you. So for a hip thrust, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get a weight that you feel like you can do probably like 8 to 10 reps of comfortably. But if you start to push to 11 or 12 reps, then you would struggle a little bit and you might not be able to finish. So get on the ground. And for a hip thrust, this bench is a little bit small for me because I'm a tall line. And you're going to want the bench to fall just below your shoulder blades so that you can kind of thrust up like this and come back down. So ideally you want your legs to be parallel to the ground. So like I said, this bench is a little bit short for me, but my shorter queens, this would be the perfect size because you can have that perfect little like line. Grab your dumbbell. When you get up to using like a full barbell, then you can use a barbell pad, but when you're using a dumbbell, you can just use a sweatshirt or something like that. Or you can just go without one like I'm doing now. You want to make sure that you're moving slow and controlled, really focusing on time under tension. Time under tension is in fact a form of progressive overload, which, if you don't know, is one of the keys for hypertrophy, aka growing the muscles. So for the next exercise, we're going to be doing dumbbell RDLs. So with RDLs, it's absolutely fantastic for growing the glutes, the hamstrings, all of it. So we're going to be doing 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps again. Let me show you from the side. So shoulder width apart. We've got our dumbbells, pretend dumbbells in our hands. And then you're going to shoot your hips back. And then the second you feel a stretch in your hamstrings is when you want to use your hips to thrust back up. So it's almost as if you're doing, remember when we did the hip thrusts? Essentially, like you're doing that, but just in the air. When doing this, some common mistakes you want to avoid is you don't want to overextend. Okay, so you'll see some people in the gym that are coming all the way down like this. The likelihood is they're going down too far and they're extending outside of their range of motion, which puts them in jeopardy for injury and just a lot of strain on the lower back, which, as y'all know, we don't want. Shoulder width apart, and then we're coming down, and then we're coming back up. So the goal with these is you shouldn't be feeling any pain or strain in your lower back. You should be feeling it all in your hamstrings and your glutes. So one cue that I find is really, really helpful when doing RDLs is to imagine there's like a letterbox behind you that you're literally trying to like fit your bum through. That's the one that I find helps me the most. Another common mistake a lot of people make when doing any sort of RDL is looking straight ahead when they're doing the movement. And what that does is it puts your neck in a bit of a weird position. So again, risking injury. So what you're gonna wanna do is just keep your head in a neutral stance, just looking down, and then just trace your legs with the weights. Ta-da, that's how you do an RDL. The next exercise we're gonna do is super fun, super simple, and it's box step ups. Grab that box back. So what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna place one foot on the box. Now, the key with these is it's not just a stepping up, stepping down motion. We don't wanna be super fast with it. We wanna be slow and controlled and really try and make our glutes work. So if you're standing straight up, you're gonna bias your quads. Whereas if you've got a bit more of a forward lean, it's putting your glutes in a lengthened position, which makes them a lot more likely to hop into the action and start working. So you're gonna go up, and then slowly back down. And the key here is you want to be doing all the work with the leg that's on the box. So you don't want to be pushing off like this, because then you're not working the leg that you're trying to. So with these, what I would recommend is really get comfortable with the movement without weights before adding weights back in, because the heavier you go, the more likely that other leg is to try and start working. So yeah, 8 to 10 reps on each leg. Now we've got one of my absolute favorite exercises for growing the glutes. It is so underrated. My coach has put me onto it, and honestly, it just does the job every time. So it's reverse lunges. So with these, it's real simple. All you're gonna wanna do is simply step back and pop back up. Step back and pop back up. Now, that same kind of hinging mechanism that we were doing before, where you're having slightly more of like a forward lean, is again gonna put your glutes in the lengthened position, which biases them a lot more than if you were to do straight up and down, because it starts working your quads over your glutes. We're here for the glutes. Y'all, it's dump truck day. So, go down and up. Now, for a lot of you, doing it without dumbbells is going to be fine as a workout. Just doing body weight is often a lot more tiring than you think. Now, with these unilateral or like one-sided movements where you're doing one set on each leg, I would always recommend starting with your weaker leg first and then matching the number of reps you're able to do with the stronger leg. Last exercise, let's go, let's get into it. We're doing goblet squats. So you're going to want to do, it's very similar to a bodyweight squat, except you're holding either a kettlebell or a dumbbell like this. Let me hear it. 3 sets, 8 reps. Again, feet shoulder width apart, and then you're going to come down and you're going to come back up. You're going to squat down and come back up. If you're feeling any sort of strain on your knees or your lower back, what you can do is you can take 2 little plates and put them underneath your heels. I find that helps relieve a lot of like the strain on my lower back. But I mean, that's highly personal because y'all know I just have back problems. That's all the exercises that I'd programmed in for this little beginner dump truck workout. So it's just 5 exercises, quick and easy, in and out. You don't need to spend hours and hours in the gym. I'm not going to show you a cool down or a stretch because I've got a video up on my channel right now that you need to go check out if you want to learn exactly how to cool down. But don't forget your stretching. It is so, so important. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions on anything I showed you today, or you want to see any other type of videos, y'all know what to do. Send me a message on Instagram or drop me a comment below. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, goodbye. I love you.